Most honorable greetings to you, my fellow royals of Alubera and also Cairiani. It is yours truly, the highest Imperial Majesty, Goddess Trinity L, who is Carib Indian, Amerindian Queen, Goddess, Clan Mother of the Royal Family of Alubera, as well as the National Sovereign Diplomat, Benificiary of Ternicka Mahabal. So, in my indigenous will, in my justice and honor as Highest Imperial Majesty, allow me to gracefully say greetings to you all of Alubera and Cairiani, my fellow royals. So I've mentioned before about talking about, not really talking much, but also saying in representation what Cairiani or Cairi or even Iere represents. It is the Amerindian name given to Trinidad, which means land of the hummingbird, and it is so very much applicable as we do have many beautiful hummingbirds on our lands, so in my harmonious and also synchronized love and abundance for my sister isle, as I do have bloodline ties to both Alubera and Cairiani, I do gracefully honor us all together as one, as we are one nation, as nationals together. All right, so in this rise, this beautiful rise, I do also have in my essence the grace to royally declare in jurisdiction of justice and honor as Highest Imperial Majesty the protection and security of the motherland for the nation of Alubera and also Cairiani as well. So in this address, whilst I also am allowing my fellow royals of the nation to also pay attention to this message, I also would be addressing to all elected members of the central government of Trinidad and Tobago, as well as all elected members of the Tobago House of Assembly, the public servants, my apologies, the Republic of the States, community representatives, council members, personnel and corporate entities concerning the Constitution and all statutory and civil law codes of the land, etc. Know all men by these presents. In my noble and honorable grace, the noble Amerindians are the heirs to the lands, and are the natural members and nationals of the ancient Ternicka, also known as America, which is the land on which we reside on in the Americas, as well also identified as Atlantis, known as Atlantis as well. So as we are here in the South Americas and are duty bound to recognize and to support our great seal sovereign nation of the national people and command the enforcement of our free constitution, this is such organized communication orders are referred to as the Great Seal National Amerindian Native Clan Heir, as well as the royal family of Alubera, in addition to all royal beings in the indigenous clans of Trinidad, which is Cairiani, inclusive the free Amerindians by freehold inheritance, retain all substantive rights and operate upon consummated right law economy principles, having vested my apologies constitution, secured rights and immunities from taxation and criminal and civil jurisdiction by and of the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago, which is the corporate government of Trinidad and Tobago is what I'm referring to, and the courts of the acts of the state to wit, all right, in order and declaration of truth and justice, the Highest Imperial Majesty, Goddess MB Trinity L, Matriarch Goddess Carib, Indian, Amerindian, First Peoples Queen, Indigenous royal heir of the royal family of Alubera, as well as in support and strength of my blood ties to also Cairiani, who are also the royal family of Cairiani, all clan members. I'm not renaming anyone, but rather gracefully greeting everyone royally. The beneficiary and trustee of Ternicka Mahabal. Do hereby mention with direct blood ties to the earth and the first inhabitants, called in modern science Genus Homo or Sapien Sapien, the root to the matrix being mitochondria, and I as mother, which is X chromosome, along with the mothers, are authorized by prime creator to regulate our species DNA by mitochondrial analysis of Y chromosomes to heal, correct, repair, and host those who carry the Y chromosomes as responsible fashioners of future generations of men by divine decree and order. I hereby declare on behalf of myself, Carib, Indian, Amerindian Queen, and Indigenous Nation Clan, the royal family of Alubera, as well as the royal family of Cairiani, who is, as a matter of fact, every indigenous being of Cairiani, to be my sovereign royal will and pleasure that no governor or commander-in-chief in any of our corporate colonies do presume upon any pretense to grant warrants of survey or pass any patents for lands beyond the bounds of their respective natural government. Should there be any being who as well committed any illegal crimes during their tenure of corporate governance, they shall also be held accountable for any offense that they have caused against the peoples, the natural peoples of the land, the nation, and further the exploitation of our resources shall be accountable for such. So I do further declare it to be our sovereign will, my fellow royal clan, and pleasure for the present natural government to reserve under our sovereignty, protection, and dominion for the use of all lands and territories not included within the limits of a said new government, or within the limits of the territory granted to the goddess, Highest Imperial Majesty, MD Trinity L, and also the royal family of Alubera, in addition to Cairiani as well, as we are both sisters in one womb, which is mother, from one womb as a matter of fact. And we are together the motherland of our nation. So help me God, greatest of divine divinity. All right, so as I read this in my address, respectfully and honorably, without imposing or taking away any powers of my fellow royal indigenous beings there in Cairiani, I do operate in this representation for the protection of us all, as I have recognized the operations of the corporate government, electorals who operate in the government at present, and also parliament, and we shall be the beings who hold them accountable for every criminal offense that they have done. And I'm referring to criminal offense, referring in the operations of exploitation of our people, our nation, and our resources. So regardless of any movement after or even before the elections, every single being who has been operating in their positions as corporate government representatives should be held accountable for all the injustices and dishonor they have caused to us all. So this is me addressing such, and it is my humble, graceful appreciation to do so. Have a beautiful day.